A heaven-sent prayer answered. Pedophile pile is going to melt away. And I got to smile. Why? Because it's February 18th, 2022. And day after, which is tomorrow, February 19th, 2022, there's supposed to be a pedophile pile get-together. When I say that, I heard from quite a few people that are concerned in the ANSON community that there was a pile of snow put together, and knowing that there are so many pedophiles and perverts out here, we revealed them, and most of them middle to higher age that have not ever been convicted. Why? But one of them that has, which is involved with the American Legion and the town food pantries and all of that stuff, has been revealed in 2007, Skip Gleason. And so why is it that he's still out there in the community after he was luring little boys, here little boy, into his vehicle and letting them drive and making them be, getting all close to him and then trying to lure them. He lured them into the vehicle, letting them drive. And then what happened? It led to him touching. Read the fucking article in the paper that reveals his whole statement about how he lured an underage boy that was in his classroom. And then he was a pastor. And now he's out in the community running everything that would be family events or involved in what would be family events. I personally see it as a blessing that my home was burned. You know what? My uncle, I have full heart believe that he didn't do the shit that he's been convicted of. It takes birds of a feather to flock together to make those charges. And as angry as they were about me living there and that they got together and burned my home down. And mind you, there was nothing going on for the children in town until I started fucking speaking up about cleaning it up and bringing the community back together. So one of my biggest haters being haters are from jealousy. It seems to be that they're starting to try to do things in the community. That was brought to my attention a few times this week by several different people. I'm glad that y'all are starting, but make sure that everything's legal, because Aaron Rollins wasn't doing things legally. He didn't have gambling and permits and all that stuff for the tournament, so they shut the American Legion down. Therefore, I see it in a blessing for all of the residents and taxpayers that aren't involved in the bullshit, that it's raining and it's going to storm wind wise, and everything's going to freeze over because hell is freezing over. Yeah. So like I said, 50s today, early 20s tomorrow. No, there will not be a pedophile pile. So do they have any alternative? How about doing something on Sunday, like an event, a get-together, a potluck dinner, bringing the community back together and finding out what the community wants and what the community needs throughout these towns, counties, and in this state, instead of just thinking about what the people that have schemed and scammed and now they want a candy coat like Willy Wonka, okay? They've already hired your fucking bills for your water. Why? You got to cover now the fees and the fines for the perpetrators that were stealing and got fucking charged and fired. Who are you to have to pay their tax dollars to cover their frivolous schemes and scams and acts? Do you understand what I'm saying? The Anson Madison Water District got fired and the state took over, and so now your water bills are higher? How does that work? And oh, look at that wind. Woo! That's whipping the rain right across the fucking yard. That is awesome. I'm sitting here at McDonald's just watching this rain. Jesus is going crazy in the car window. And Gypsy's checking it out like, wow, what's happening here? Well, this is what y'all get. I remember Kim Jong-un, he said to Trump to pick his poison, to pick his present. That was back in December of 2019. He told him to pick his Christmas gift, right? Which would be poison, because why would you want to accept gifts on somebody else's glory, okay? Why should you profit from Jesus's birth? That's like the federal government. Lucifer had his hands in politics for all those years, okay? And the government still, they have your pockets. They don't just have their hands in your pockets. They have a hold of your pockets. Do you not understand that? Did you not watch the news? Did you not hear those of us out here telling you months ago? Watch your banking accounts, because the government is going to start putting a limit on what you can spend and what you can have. Going back to the day, my grandpa had tin cans that were in brown paper bags when he passed away. All my uncles, and my father included, blood-wise, went up to all the old vehicles. When my grandpa's vehicle was needing to go to rest, he put it up in the field, and he had his own bones, his own backyard. Okay? My grandpa owned the mountainside with my grandma. My grandma and my grandpa split their shit 50-50. No matter what happened, they still stayed together. My grandpa worked the land and my grandma took care of the family, and she worked outside a few hours to get the fuck out and away from him, and I don't blame her. But anyhow, the fact of the matter is, he had over $500,000 inside brown paper bags, inside tin cans that were molded money, and ask my family attorney that stole all the money in St. Johnsbury, Vermont. Oh, there we go again, Vermont. You see the frivolous fucking politicians and attorneys that were involved? They stole all my grandmother's money that my grandfather had left through their case managers. This court-appointed fucking bitch that took care of my grandmother wouldn't allow her to have her money or anything like that. Stop allowing the government and the state to abuse you. I am not gonna pay taxes until this shit is straight. And why do you want to go back to LePage? As a Republican, it doesn't matter. I'm only asking. You do what you want to do. But why do you want to keep on going backwards? He didn't do it the first time. What the fuck makes you gonna think he's gonna do it this time? Lepers don't change their spots. And most of them don't learn from their lessons, especially males. Okay? They regress. They don't progress. When they don't get their own way, they turn their backs on you. Look at the country. Hell in a handbasket, right? Why? Why are our loved ones having to go over there and then they're being sent back? Those of you that have loved ones that went to the military, what'd they go over for? The party? Just to say they went there? Because they didn't take the shot, and they knew if they didn't take the shot, then they were going to be sent back. That right there just tells you, okay, you're allowing them to say you need a shot for what? You're told not to experiment with medication all you're fucking growing up, and now you're pushed to experiment with something they don't even know what they're fucking shoving into your arm, injecting you with. It's a live or die. Okay? That's the freedom that you want? Is being shot up? Now you're getting crack pipes at the border? Crack pipes at the border. And fentanyl. Here you go. It's freedom of choice. Everybody's having a fit about it, but you're not doing anything about it. Get the fuck up. Stand up there at the border with the truckers. The bikers, these big bad bikers. Oh, click yes if you're still in love with the bikers. Fuck those bikers. Biker Butler. Yeah, okay. What about him? What about him? I don't see him out here promoting anything about save the country. Do you? No, he's sitting up there fucking promoting women, soliciting women in skimpy fucking clothing. That's what he's doing. But he says that he advocates for domestic violence. My ass, what do? Go lure them? That's what most guys do. They prey on women. And that's why they like to put them. Do not call a cop when you are being domestically violated. Take it into your own hands is my suggestion. Why? Because the domestic abused are the ones that get accused. Look at Tina Static. Now she's been missing for how many years? 5 years? Because she was abused right here in Skowhegan, Maine. Then she's the one that got locked up. And he's still running free on the streets because all the police know that he did it. We told them where to go look for her. They refused to do it. Anytime that I suggest that they do something the correct way, all of them getting up against me and continue to do it the inappropriate way. And that's your answer. Nobody wanted to look for Kim Morrow. Nobody wanted to look for my daughter. Nobody wants to look for Tina Static. Nobody wants to look for any of these females. Because it's all police involved, and I don't care what you say. The police are involved because they're not looking. If they're not looking, they're hindering, aiding, and abetting in a crime and in an investigation, because they should be out there looking. And that's what our tax dollars go for. Why is it that these cops go on duty from their home with a vehicle supplied by our tax dollars? No, I ain't paying the fucking taxes for that shit. I'm not paying for their gas at $3.50 a gallon. Probably $3.80 or $3.90 because they get a different grade, okay? But why are they going on duty from their homes in the vehicles that they're provided? Why? They need to be taking their own fucking vehicle to and from work. They don't need to be driving 4x4s. There ain't nothing on this fucking road that tells me you need a 4x4. And if the roads are that goddamn bad, you probably shouldn't be on them anyways. Isn't that what they tell people? Stay off the roads? So if we're staying off the roads and the only ones on the road patrolling what? Illegally surveilling. Think about it. And that's kind of like an illegal silencer, but a legal way. And it's kind of like a quiet type of martial law. Stay off the streets. The roads are bad. But the cops are out there on your tax dollars. And why are they, again, going from their home, clocking in on duty, and driving from one end of the county to the other end of the county when they decide to get there, and then they don't even answer to the calls? What kind of protection and service is that? That's what you're paying for. Nothing. So where are your tax dollars really going to? And then you have the American Legions and all of these places that are doing fundraisers for your first responders. Well, what about the children and the families that are being violated by these first responders? American Legion got 1,500 backpacks together for kids that will be entering DHHS custody. They just set those children and families up for failure, and the girl tells me that she did it to help the children. No, you fucking did not. You just supported the government in taking the children, which my grandfathers fought for this land in our country and our families' freedom. Therefore, I hold a grudge. I take offense to that. And therefore, the American Legion should be under scrutiny, and they're going to be because I'm airing this publicly. Have a great day.